The story of Cassini begins with ambition. Scientists wanted to reach Saturn, a planet wrapped in mystery and beauty. In 1997, a spacecraft called Cassini blasted off from Earth. Its voyage would last 7 years before reaching its target. Cassini's journey was not just long, it was daring. No other spacecraft had explored Saturn so closely. Along the way, Cassini used the gravity of other planets to gain speed. It zipped past Venus and Jupiter before finally arriving at the ringed world. This was a leap into the unknown. Saturn's rings, its moons, and its swirling storms had only ever been seen from afar. Cassini promised to deliver close-up views and answers to questions that had puzzled astronomers for centuries. Cassini's arrival at Saturn in 2004 marked a turning point. The spacecraft slipped into orbit and began sending back data. Each signal, a new piece of the puzzle. Saturn, for the first time, was within our reach. Why send a spacecraft all the way to Saturn? Scientists wanted to study the planet's rings, its many moons, and its stormy atmosphere. Saturn held secrets that might help us understand how planets form and what makes them unique. Cassini was built with powerful cameras and sensors. It could take detailed pictures and measure things like temperature, light, and magnetic fields. It even carried a small probe called Huygens, which would later parachute onto Saturn's biggest moon, Titan. This probe gave us our first images from Titan's surface. The main goal was to learn about Saturn's rings. These rings are made of ice, rock, and dust. They orbit the planet like a giant hula hoop, shining brightly against the black sky. Scientists wondered, how did the rings form? Are they old or young? What keeps them in place? Cassini's mission was set for 4 years, but it lasted more than 13. Each year brought new discoveries, deeper mysteries, and more reasons to keep looking. The spacecraft changed how we see Saturn and its place in our solar system. From the start, Cassini promised excitement, but no one imagined the stunning surprises that lay ahead. Cassini wasted no time. Soon after arriving, it sent back breathtaking images and strange findings. We saw Saturn's rings up close, bright, sharp, and more complex than anyone had guessed. Some rings had gaps, others had waves, and some were twisted in ways we could not explain. The spacecraft also looked at Saturn's moons. Titan, the largest, had thick clouds and lakes of liquid methane. Enceladus, a smaller moon, shocked everyone by shooting plumes of ice out into space. These icy sprays suggested that an ocean might be hiding beneath Enceladus's frozen crust. Saturn itself was not quiet. Cassini watched huge storms race around the planet's equator. It captured lightning flashes and swirling clouds. The planet's north pole held a strange six-sided storm, a giant hexagon spinning for years without stopping. Each discovery raised new questions. But in 2017, as Cassini's fuel ran low, it began a final series of daring dives between Saturn and its rings. It was during one of these dives that the spacecraft sent back an image that would change everything. This image was hidden at first, buried in the data. When scientists found it, they were stunned and worried. It began as just another batch of pictures. Cassini had aimed its camera at a section of Saturn's rings during a close pass. The images started coming in, sharper and more detailed than ever before. But then, scientists noticed something odd in the data. One image did not match the others. It was faint, almost hidden, as if something was lurking within the rings. At first, some thought it was a glitch. Maybe the camera had picked up a shadow or a sunbeam in the wrong place. But looking closer, scientists realized this was no mistake. What they saw was a shape, dark, jagged, and out of place among the icy particles. It seemed to move, casting a shadow across the ring's surface. The object looked unnatural, unlike anything seen before in Saturn's rings. The room grew quiet as researchers stared at the image. Their excitement turned to concern. What was this thing in the rings? Was it a rock, a chunk of ice, or something new? The questions began to multiply, and so did the fears. This hidden image was about to shake our understanding of Saturn to its core. With careful work, scientists enhanced the image. They filtered out noise and sharpened the details. Slowly, the object became clearer. It was large, much bigger than the icy chunks that make up the rings. Its edges were ragged, and it seemed to be partly buried in the ring's debris. Some scientists thought it might be a small moon, broken apart by Saturn's gravity. Others believed it could be a captured asteroid. But the shape was wrong for both. It did not fit any known pattern. Worse, it seemed to be moving, slowly changing position as Cassini watched. The object's shadow stretched across the rings, making it easy to measure its size. It was several kilometers long, larger than expected. It even appeared to be disturbing the ring particles around it, creating waves and gaps where there should have been none. The team realized that whatever this was, it did not belong. It was as if something from outside the solar system had crashed into Saturn's rings. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. This was not just a mystery, it was a warning. The hidden image raised big questions. Was this object dangerous? Could it break apart and damage Saturn's rings? Or worse, could it crash into one of Saturn's moons or the planet itself? The risks were hard to guess. Some scientists worried that such an object could hurt future spacecraft. If more hidden bodies lurked in the rings, space missions might not be safe. What if a probe passed too close and got hit? The image forced mission planners to rethink how we explore the outer planets. Others wondered about the object's origins. Did it come from outside Saturn's system? Was it a visitor from deep space, or the remains of a moon destroyed long ago? Theories swirled, but no one had proof. Saturn's rings, once seen as peaceful and beautiful, suddenly seemed more dangerous. Cassini's hidden image showed that even in the quietest places, surprises can lurk. Scientists felt a mix of awe and worry, knowing that the universe still hides secrets we cannot yet explain. The discovery of the hidden object changed everything we knew about Saturn's rings. It proved that these rings are not just icy debris, they are dynamic, living systems. Large objects can hide there, shaping the rings in ways we never imagined. This finding also changed how scientists think about other planets. If Saturn's rings can hide such mysteries, what about Jupiter, Uranus, or Neptune? Could there be secrets lurking in their rings and moons as well? Cassini's image made scientists look closer. New missions are being planned with better cameras and smarter sensors, ready to find what Cassini missed. The lesson is clear: space is full of surprises, and we must always be ready for the unexpected. Most of all, the hidden image reminded everyone that the universe is stranger and more wonderful than we ever guessed. Cassini's mission teaches us many things. First, it shows the power of curiosity. Scientists asked big questions and built a spacecraft to find answers. The risks were high, but the rewards were greater. Second, Cassini proved that exploring the unknown brings both joy and fear. The hidden image was a reminder that not all discoveries are comfortable. Sometimes they challenge what we believe and force us to think in new ways. Third, Cassini's long journey depended on teamwork. Engineers, scientists, and planners from around the world worked together. Their shared effort made the mission a success and set the stage for future exploration. Finally, Cassini's end was not a failure, but a new beginning. The data it sent is still being studied. Each new discovery leads to more questions, and the quest for knowledge continues. Cassini's hidden image is more than a mystery. It is a message from the universe. There is always more to learn. Saturn, once a distant light in the sky, now feels closer, more real, but also more mysterious. The fears sparked by the hidden image have not stopped scientists. Instead, they have inspired new missions and new dreams. We want to know what else is out there. What wonders, what dangers, what secrets await. The journey is not over. Cassini's discoveries remind us that space is vast and full of surprises. As we build new spacecraft and send them into the unknown, we take Cassini's lesson with us. Never stop exploring and never stop asking questions. The universe still calls, and we are ready to answer.